Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the celebration of Beltane. Now, those in the past used to rely a lot more on understanding the cycles of nature, whether they lived in agriculturally based societies where they had to plant at different times and be aware of when to harvest, or migratory cultures that would migrate backwards and forwards depending on the weather. You know, it was a lot more than we are today, just do I wear a shirt or do I wear a sweater kind of thing. So when we go back to these people and look at the cultures and the way that they live their lives, we can learn how to connect more with our earth. I feel many of us today are disconnected. We live in our concrete buildings, in our concrete cities, and can often lose the magic of the planet. So what we can do is we can also look at their celebrations, and a lot of their celebrations were based on the cycles of nature. In fact, there were 8 key celebrations that were celebrated by the pagan people. They celebrated the solstices, the longest and shortest day of the year, the equinoxes, when the sun was over the equator, and also what are known as the cross-quarter celebrations. Now for these are halfway between a solstice and an equinox. Today I want to talk to you about Beltane. Now this is a really amazing celebration because this is halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice, before it gets too hot, but when it's very, very fertile outside. And what I love about Beltane is we take the lessons from Beltane from what we see happening out in nature. So what do we see at this time? Well, there's a lot of life going on. There's all the baby animals are getting out of their nests and coming out of their burrows and learning to live in this world. We've got lots of flowers everywhere blossoming, birds are singing, animals are scurrying around. It's a very lively time. This is a very fertile time, and it's a great time to start bringing more action into our lives. So in this video, we're going to explore how we can take this fertile time and celebrate that in a whole range of different ways that really resonates with how we like to live our lives. So let's dive in and explore the celebration of Beltane. There are lots of different ways to celebrate Beltane, but let me share a few that I really love. First of all, this is one that you do on the night before Beltane. What you do is you get your largest piece of rose quartz. So if you've got a nice raw piece or something like that, a bit of a chunk or something, take that and place it outside. And overnight, when it gets a little bit cooler, and in the morning, there'll be dew formed on it. And there's a tradition of actually wiping the dew off that and putting it over our face. And that helps to give us the beauty of Aphrodite. Did you know that Aphrodite, or Venus's blood, was said to turn the rose quartz from white to pink quartz when her blood accidentally dripped on it? So if you'd like to be as beautiful as Aphrodite, then give that a shot. So you put it out the night before, and in the morning of Beltane, wipe your face with that. Now, Beltane is all about love. It's all about the union, and it's about creativity. It's about bringing the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy together. So this can be done in many ways. Hey, if you like, jump out into the woods and make love, or out in the wild. And this is a big tradition that has been practiced over many centuries. This is also an amazing time when there is often celebrations of hand fastings or commitment ceremonies or weddings as well. But you can also kind of bring love into your life in other ways as well. One thing you can do is create a love grid. So this is where we'd get a crystal that really resonates love for you, whether that be rose quartz or rhodochrosite or kunzite, or check out my video that I have on crystals of love. You'd put that in the middle, you get some clear quartz points and put them pointing out north, south, east and west to send that loving energy out. And you might even want to put other crystals around it as well. You know, maybe if you're looking for love with a bit of passion, put a ruby. If you want something that's fun, put phthalite or put citrine in there. If you're looking for a strong commitment from a relationship, then blue sapphire would be really good. All those different types of things, and kind of think about which crystals you'd like to kind of flavor the love that you bring into your life. And then visualize sending that energy out into the world. Now, if you're in a relationship, you can send that love around the environment of your home. If you're single, well, you can do that as well. Another trick you can do if you're single is actually get kunzite. Now, kunzite is the highest vibration crystal, and it's a really beautiful one for attracting soulmates into your life. So working with that in a different way can be really, really beautiful. Holding it, visualizing that partner coming into your life, placing it on a bedside table next to a candle with a mirror reflecting it to create a twin flame in your room can be really, really powerful. Talking about mirrors, another Beltane tradition is actually getting a mirror and decorating it with different flowers and maybe poke some crystals and some jewelry in there as well. Each time you look in that mirror over the next few days or so, look into the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. And it's also about feeling good about ourselves and raising our self-worth. So this can be a really beautiful thing to do as well. You can do other lovely things with your partner, whether it just be on a date, meditations with your partner, building grids with your partner, blessing 2 pieces of jewelry, crystal jewelry together can be a really nice thing to do, or have a feast and bring all your friends in. You know, it doesn't necessarily just have to be all about lovers. It doesn't have to be, you know, necessarily like a Valentine's Day kind of thing. It can just be about celebrating, bringing the male energy and the female energy together. Now, when we're talking about the male and female energy, that doesn't necessarily have to be people that identify as male and people that identify as female. It can be absolutely, you know, within ourselves. And balancing those two kind of energies is really great. So, you know, remember that we need both for creation to happen. Whether it be conception of a baby, we need male and female energy, or whether it be creation of a plan or a dream or a concept, we need to have that intuition and that magical and that manifesting ability of the divine feminine, but we also need the action and the precision and the drive of the divine masculine to come together. And that may just be within us as well. Traditional foods of this time are those kind of edible flowers and all those kind of romantic foods that we'd bring in, or look at what's seasonal in your local area, and those foods, incorporating them into the meal to celebrate Beltane is absolutely amazing as well. As we move around the wheel of the year, we can work with different chakras. Now we're in the active part of the year. We've come out of the spring equinox and those colder months, and we've started getting out there and creating things. Not only creating love and bringing more love into our lives, but we're giving love to our desires and our goals, whatever we're passionate about as well. This is the time when we make sure that there is equal love going out of us and also coming back as well. So this is a great time to focus on the heart chakra. So what I love to do around Beltane is I like to check the balance of my heart chakra, and I do that using a pendulum. So how you do this is you grab your pendulum, and it can be whatever type of pendulum you like, and hold it in the hand that you write with. Now you're going to ask it 2 questions. The first question is, show me the energy of a balanced chakra. Show me the energy of a balanced chakra. You don't have to say it out loud. I'm obviously saying it out loud so you know what I'm saying. And after a while, you should get an amount of swing. So that is what a balanced chakra should look like for me today. Now remember that each of our chakras are energy centers. So they could be overactive, underactive, or balanced. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our receptive hand, the hand that we sense with, the hand that we do not write with, mainly our left for most of us if we're right-handed, we put that over our heart chakra, which is in the center of our body, and we say, show me the energy of my heart chakra. Show me the energy of my heart chakra. And then what we want to do, how much is that moving? That one's moving less. So right now for me, I've got an underactive, oh, hold on. Give it a second, I'll try and stand still as well. Moving about the same, maybe slightly underactive with the heart chakra. So depending on where that's at, you want to either bring some certain crystals or essential oils, and we'll dive into them in just a second, to help bring that back to balance. Remember, the heart chakra is a really interesting chakra because it's not just our ability to give love, it's a two-way street, and that's why it's represented by the colors green and pink. It's about our ability to give love and our ability to receive love. So you can be a very generous person, but if you can't receive nourishment and love and compliments back, then there's a problem with the flow there, and we need to even that out. And that's where we've got beautiful nature's gifts from Mother Earth and from the plant kingdom to help us out with that. Let's dive in and find out what we'd use. Because Beltane is a festival of love, fertility, and creation, a lot of our pink crystals, which are all about love, and our green crystals that are all about fertility and abundance and creation, are the ideal ones to work with during Beltane. Now, we just explored the chakra, the heart chakra, and remember that this is that two-way street. So, what happens if you have an overactive heart chakra? Well, that can often mean that either there is too much love flowing in or out. Let me give you an example. One way could be that you're a very loving, giving person, but when it comes to actually receiving or looking after yourself, you're not so good at that. Maybe it comes from a root cause, feeling that if I'm able to be amazing for everyone and do everything for everyone, maybe then I'm worthy of love, rather than just giving love because there's an abundant love flowing through your life. So we want to clean that up. We also want to clean up any issues where you might be trying to manipulate love by trying to make people love you, by using a bit of blackmail or posting things on social media like, life sucks, and then waiting for people to go, what's wrong? Or if you love me, you wouldn't go out tonight, you'd stay home with me instead of going out with your friends. It's manipulative love rather than just allowing it to flow. Crystals that are great for cleaning this up are calcite. I've got a whole bunch of crystals down here. So green calcite is a really great one that you could just wear or carry, and that would help to kind of even it up and bring a more healthy style of love into your life. Now, often the thing that affects our heart chakra is pain and hurt. And if you've gone through some heartbreak recently and that's making you kind of feel insecure in love, especially in future relationships, then a soft pink calcite called mangano calcite can be really good. And if it's a long-term hurt that's really kind of always impacting your life, now look at it like the bright pink calcite, which is called cobalto calcite. Green fluorites and pink fluorites can also be really good as well. Now, if it's underactive, we want to bring some more loving energy in. And this is where good old rose quartz, that nice nurturing one, can be really great to help you feel, it helps forgiveness and to trust people again. Or you can get a green quartz called praesolite, spelled Prasioolite. And this is really good, especially allowing nurturing into your life. Green and pink opals are also really fun, and they can be great to bring in as well. Now, if it's balanced, do you still need crystals? Yeah, you want to maintain that balance. So this is where the beryl family, which grow in hexagonal rods, are really great. So you may not have heard of beryl, but I bet you've heard of emeralds. Emeralds are great to work with, and this is a great abundance one, a great wisdom crystal, and it helps with stabilizing the heart chakra as well. You can also get pink emeralds. This is known as morganite. And morganite is a beautiful one. This is really good for equality in relationships and making sure there is equal give and take and maintaining that. Of course, the tourmaline family has those rods as well, ebbing and flowing energy backwards and forwards. So green tourmalines, pink tourmalines, or my favorite tourmaline, amazing for the heart chakra, is watermelon tourmaline. So this is green tourmaline with pink on the inside, just like a watermelon. So this can be really powerful as well. Now, if you find that over maybe a period of 3 days or longer that this heart chakra is remaining balanced, then you can kind of dive into the world of really high vibration crystals and see if you can expand love more and bring more love flowing through your life. This is where crystals like kunzite can be really good, or hiddenite. This is spodumene, and you've got two crystals in one here, kunzite and hiddenite. Moldavite's absolutely amazing. Pink petalite is really good. I'm not pulling fingers on. Tugtapite is really good for you as well. These really get that love flowing through your life in all different ways. So these are great ones that I love during Beltane. Other ones I'll sometimes bring in, other ones that are associated with fertility. So carnelian can be really good. Shiva lingams can be really good. And boji stones. These are two magnetic stones. One's feminine, one's masculine. And you can feel a magnetic pull together. And I love to hold them and feel the magnetism and then feel that magnetic energy drawing into my life what I want to manifest. So all of these crystals are great, but if you're not too sure, look at your collection. What pink and green ones are drawn to you? They're going to be the right ones for you right now. The other wonderful thing to bring in a romantic energy and a fertile energy and a loving energy into your space is essential oils. Now we can use essential oils on the heart chakra. We can use essential oils such as tea tree if it's overactive to help cleanse away any extra energy. If we're not allowing love to flow into our lives, and maybe what's happened is because of that pain where we've just decided it's easier to stay single, or I'm going to get into relationships that I know won't work, or fall for people that are unavailable, or sabotage relationships and that type of thing. This is where you want to bring ylang-ylang in. Ylang-ylang really helps us to relax and allow pleasure back into our lives again. If it is balanced, try working with oils such as I really love geranium. So geranium is very much, all the flowers help us open up in different ways, like the flowers open up. And geranium's amazing for maintaining and opening us up to greater trust. And when we've had hurt in the past, this helps to establish trust in new relationships. Now, of course, there are other amazing, basically any oil that is gifted to us from a flower, it's great during Beltane. So think of rose, think of jasmine, think of neroli, think of osmanthus, think of tuberose, think of gardenia, lavender, anything that comes from a flower. Roman chamomile is really great around this time because we are surrounded by flowers, and I really, really love it. You can also bring other aphrodisiac oils in. So this is things like vanilla can be absolutely amazing. Sandalwood is great, especially if you're a guy. I love sandalwood. Cardamom, cinnamon can be amazing. All these to kind of spice it up and really help the connection between two people as well. So whichever essential oils you're drawn to, grab them. Get them in the diffuser. Make your own perfumes and fragrances over Beltane and wear them to help attract someone more into your life. Or if you're doing some creative visualization, smell that and make it an anchor. And each time you smell it, it reminds you of what you want to manifest. This is a really great time to work with the plant kingdom, because the plant kingdom is alive and thriving and really resonates when you're using similar energies to what's around you. So Beltane can be an absolutely amazing festival. You know, the opposing festival is where we look and honor those that are past. And this is known as Samhain. It's known as Samhain, which is also known as Halloween. So this is a very, it's between the winter solstice and the autumn equinox. It's about letting go, the end of life. This is about the creation of new life through bringing love together. Love makes the world go round, and love brings new birth into life. So really, really amazing, whether that be love between two people or just you giving your loving energy into what you want to manifest. In the last festival, Ostara, the spring equinox, we looked at starting to plant seeds of desire by speaking through the throat chakra. And now we're giving it love, and then at the summer solstice, we'll give it all our strength as we go out there and network with people. Working around the wheel of the year and working through the wheels of the chakras can be a really powerful way to manifest. But at the end of the day, Beltane is all about love. So whatever you love and whatever love you want to bring into your life, now is the time to open your heart like those beautiful flowers and embrace it in. I'd love to know anything that you like to do, Beltane. Maybe you've just done it for 1 year, or maybe it's a bit of a tradition. Please share in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.